While the contest for governor is drawing more attention in Tuesday's election, there are 7 other statewide races also on the ballot, including a barnburner between state Atty. Gen. Xavier Becerra and 3 challengers over who will be California's top cop. Becerra was appointed by Governor Jerry Brown more than a year ago after the previous officeholder, Kamala Harris, was elected to the U.S. Senate. A former 12-term congressman, Becerra is in his first statewide election and is facing challengers including fellow Democrat Dave Jones, the state insurance commissioner. Advertisement The Republican candidates for Attorney General are retired Dorado County Judge Stephen C. Bailey and Los Angeles private attorney Erik Rydberg. Becerra has grabbed the national spotlight and drawn criticism from the Republican candidates for filing more than 30 lawsuits challenging policies of the Trump administration on subjects including immigration, the environment and health. Tuesday's ballot also features crowded fields of candidates for lieutenant governor, treasurer, controller, secretary of state, superintendent of public instruction and a replacement for Jones's insurance commissioner. With Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom forced out by term limits and running for governor, the crowded 11-person race to fill his current post features some high-profile candidates, including state Sen. Ed Hernandez, and fellow Democrats Eleni Kounalakis, a businesswoman and former U.S. ambassador to Hungary, and Jeff Bleich, an attorney and former U.S. ambassador to Australia. Other contenders for the office include Democratic attorney Cameron Gharabiklou and Republican candidates entrepreneurs David Fennell and Kamala Harris, retired business owner David R. Hernandez, and economist Lydia Ortega. The remaining candidates are Libertarian Tim Ferreira, a strategist and programmer, and 2 no-party preference candidates, community organizer Gail McLaughlin and dentist Danny Thomas. The post often is described as Governor Lite because there are not many powers. The lieutenant governor fills in when the governor leaves the state, can break a tie in the state senate, and serves as a University of California regent, a trustee of the California State University, a member of the State Lands Commission and chairman of the Commission for Economic Development. Live election results Secretary of State Padilla, a Democrat, is seeking re-election and faces 7 challengers: Democrat Ruben Major, a paramedic and businessman, Republican election law attorney Mark P. Musser, Republican warehousing employee Paul Rodriguez Jr., Green Party electoral reform consultant Michael Feinstein, Green Party community organizer Erik Rydberg, Libertarian and retired nurse Gail K. Lightfoot, and Peace and Freedom Party candidate C.T. Weber, a retired government analyst. Incumbent State Controller Betty T. also is seeking re-election, but faces 2 challengers, Republican entrepreneur Konstantinos Zvrditis and Peace and Freedom Party candidate Mary Lou Finley, a retired educator. With State Treasurer John Chiang also running for governor, those seeking to succeed him include Democratic State Board of Equalization member Fiona Ma, Democrat Vivek Viswanathan, an advisor to the governor's office, Republican businessman CPA Greg Conlon, Republican CPA economist Jack Guerrero, and Peace and Freedom Party candidate Kevin O'Kin, a retired steam engineer. Live coverage of California's primary Jones, the Attorney General candidate, is prevented by term limits from running for re-election as insurance commissioner. The candidates to fill that position include Democratic State Senator Ricardo Lara, Democrat and physician Asif Mahmood, teacher, and Peace and Freedom Party candidate Natalie Risey. and businessman Steve Poizner, who held the insurance commissioner post from 2007 to 2011 and is running as a no-party preference candidate. Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Turlakson is prevented by term limits from seeking re-election, and 4 candidates are seeking that post in the nonpartisan contest. Assemblyman Tony Thurmond, who has backing from teachers' unions, is battling fellow Democrat Marshall Tuck, an education consultant backed by charter schools, as well as Stephen Ireland, whose ballot designation is parent, and Lily Espinoza Plusky, an educational administrator. The superintendent runs the California Department of Education and implements policies set by the State Board of Education. 4 seats elected by districts on the State Board of Equalization also are on Tuesday's ballot a year after a scandal led the legislature and governor to take away most of the panel's responsibility over taxes, including the hearing of taxpayer appeals. Advertisement: everything you need to know about the June 5 primary.